Oh, welcome. Going to play G.I. Joe Operation Blackout on PlayStation 4. So, first G.I. Joe game in 11 years. The last one published by Electronic Arts in 2009. And only the second one in the last 27 years. So, yeah, we don't get many G.I. Joe games. Which is why I was doing like a themed set of videos for G.I. Joe the past couple weeks leading up to the release of this. There was supposed to be a new Snake Eyes movie out this month too, but it got pushed back a year. Let me just cycle through some options so you can see what's here. There is an auto aim, and I'm going to leave it on. I've played a bit without it, and the action gets kind of intense. Like, I just can't handle it without the auto aim, and it's more even with the auto aim, you know, the enemies move a lot. It's not a cover shooter. The enemies are always moving around, so the lock doesn't exactly stay on, depending on the type of weapon your character has. But just for the sake of trying to get farther without dying too much, you just go right back to a checkpoint when you die, and it loads pretty quick, so it's not a big deal. You can see in the controls, you know, brake button. So yes, there are vehicle levels. I've actually only didn't even finish level or mission 2 on PlayStation 4. I played through through mission 3, level 3, same thing as on Xbox One. I've played this on a couple platforms. It's also on Switch. So here you can see the 12 playable characters in the campaign. There are plenty of other characters that will make appearances, at least through those first few missions, I'm assuming throughout the game. I haven't seen Snake Eyes yet. Duke is in the training, and he shows up fighting against Cobra because you swap sides. Lady J appears in level 2, level 4. Sci-Fi first shows up in level 4, and he's a bit of a kind of an outlier, I guess. When you look at the 6 Joes you can play as, there's a huge roster to choose from, you know, in G.I. Joe lore. And I'm a big fan of the 80s cartoon and toy line. But they chose Sci-Fi, you know. It just seems he's not that well known, and I should have double checked what year his action figure came out in, but I do have it. It's just I never thought of him, I don't know, as a significant character. You know, there's so many to choose from, like Flint, Stalker, Spirit, even Bazooka and Alpine, Shipwreck. The list goes on, but we got Sci-Fi. And then there's Scarlet and Roadblock. Yeah, Gung Ho's another one of my favorites, but he's not here. He is in an early cutscene, like in a split second. Cobra Commander, Storm Shadow, Firefly, Baroness, Destro, and Zartan. So a lot of major characters, except maybe Firefly. He has a cool action figure too, but when you think of Cobra, you probably think Major Blood first, who also appears in a cutscene, and Tomax and Zaymot also appear in the same cutscene. Dr. Mindbender's in the game somewhere too. Alright, then there's stuff to collect, like comic books. I've collected a couple. And videos don't unlock until you complete side missions. And all level collectibles, so that's a lot of work. I don't know what the videos are of. It'd be cool if they're like the public service announcements from the cartoon or something like that. You know, hopefully you don't do all that work and it's just all the cinematics from the game, which it very well could be. Okay, there's multiplayer, local only. Now, the types available depend on the map that's selected. So you see Team Arena, Assault, and Capture the Flag on this Cobra Island map. And then it changes to just Team Arena on that. There's a King of the Hill mode. One thing that's different though, is on the official website it calls it Deathmatch Arena. which I took to mean, you know, every man for himself, but based on this saying Team Arena, it must be 2 versus 2. The multiplayer is 4-player split screen, and then the campaign can be played co-op, which again is local split screen. There's no online functions in the game. I'm going to be stuck with the CPU partner, who sometimes seems to just stop caring. Sometimes they're helpful and sometimes they're just standing still staring at you when you're getting pummeled, or they just disappear. There are times where I think they get stuck and then just suddenly teleport to you, like somewhere. I don't know, could be I just lost track of them. I'm not really sure, but here these are the first 3 missions down there I'm cycling. I'll start at the beginning. I don't know how far I'll get. The end of level 2 is just... it's a lot to take. I don't know, I don't love the second level. The game's not bad from what I've played so far. It's not in depth. Here, let me just show you 4 difficulty levels. And there are these modifiers. I don't know how you use them. I think you must have to unlock them. Like finish the game maybe. Okay, we'll start with training. It's just, you know, mostly moving forward. Sometimes you have to stop and just defend a point, and that's when the waves get a bit tiresome, especially at the end of level 2.
Okay, why am I here again?
Well, I don't want to spoil the surprise. Sci-Fi and I have been working hard on a little project of ours, you know?
Uh-huh.
And we reached the point where we need a little dedicated help from a good soldier. That's you, Duke.
I'll try not to talk when the characters are talking.
Ta-da!
What am I looking at?
You know how Cobra always sends these robots against us?
Yes, I'm usually there.
Well, yes. We've been trying to iron out the AI, and that's when it hit us. Why program them to be soldiers when we can teach them? That's where you come in. All you have to do is show them some of those moves you got.
Well, I could use the exercise. Let's do it.
So there's a Sky Striker, the bridge layer tank. I don't think these stickers are well, they're not stickers here, but on the toy, the original toy, I don't think it had stickers like that. I can't remember those big stars anywhere, but I guess that's more of a newer logo. It's kind of an odd toy too, and it's just a little, he just places a bridge. Really, my knowledge of G.I. Joe is largely from the toy line and the cartoon. I didn't really keep up in the 90s.
Ready to start.
I don't know what's going on today. I know they have the classified line,
I still got it.
which I think is what a lot of these designs are modeled after.
Outstanding, Duke. I knew you were the right man for the job.
More like the only available man for the job.
Still.
See, Daltone, I told you Duke was better than Scarlet.
We can always try again once she comes back.
Oh, come on, guys. You're gonna hurt my feelings.
Remember to keep your armor and health in check.
You get a lot of armor. It varies by character.
Ah, now we're talking.
We're going to show them how to shoot like a super soldier.
Each character has an ultimate. They're not all
And how to
useful.
take pot shots like a champ.
Like, Duke will throw something, but
Plenty of experience on that.
then it's reliant
Target.
when the enemy's walking near it, because otherwise you gotta get close really to get your throw close enough to the enemy. You do have secondary weapons too. And the armor.
Impressive. Lots of good data for the battalion.
Please tell me that was all.
Armor does regenerate.
Outstanding. Now hit the
health
showers,
does.
Duke. We need you up top in 10.
But it's hard to find cover
It's about
sometimes.
time for the teams to
Like I
report.
said, it's not a cover shooter. You can crouch,
Thanks,
but
Duke. We may be saving some lives thanks to this.
Ready to strike!
the enemies, sometimes they come right in your face. Sometimes they hang back, but they always seem to be moving around. Alright, so here, choice of Cobra Commander or Storm Shadow. There are different character skins. I don't believe I've unlocked any. You can see them though, they're just locked. I think they may just be, well, I don't know if they're all, but they might be skins that'll appear later. Like there's an Arctic level where Lady J is wearing a different outfit than she was in level 2. There are weapon skins too. I know I've unlocked some, but like one of these, or maybe multiple of these. I'm going to start with Storm Shadow. I'm going to try to show you every character. And you see them as the CPU partner, but it's not always the best look. And I'm going to switch mid-level. Now, what happens if you switch mid-level is it resets your score, I believe. But it just goes back to the last checkpoint. So if you just change it right after a checkpoint, you're fine.
Status report, dial tone.
All teams have reached their rallying points across the globe and are prepared to engage Cobra forces.
Tell them to keep holding, but to take any action necessary to defend themselves.
Scarlet reports that the Cobra forces in Japan are keeping their distance. Similar report from Roadblock in Death Valley. Gung Ho, Shipwreck, and the other team leaders report the same.
It's like Cobra is waiting for something. What are they up to? Sir, we have incoming. What was that?
Unknown. Not a missile. A crashed satellite, maybe?
Flagg, come in. Cobra bats everywhere. We're completely outnumbered. Their parachute...
What happened?
We're getting emergency communication from all teams. I can't patch them in. Too much interference. Something is jamming our signal.
Now that looks like a Night Raven, but I don't know if it is. They're all standing inside of it, the bad guys. You'll see in a second.
Commander, our paratroopers have cleared the bow of the Flagg. We can move in the rest of our forces now.
Excellent. Everything is going according to plan. Soon the Flagg will be under our control. Storm Shadow, is your team ready?
Yes, Commander. We will gain access to their network and use the Flagg to take control of the G.I. Joe satellite system and generate the Blackout sphere.
Then there will be no one to stop us from fulfilling our destiny. Cobra!
Some trouble bubbles. Though they're actually black here instead of white. You see them parked at the start of the level.
Foolish Joes! Your pathetic defenses will never stop Cobra's advance! Cobra! Storm Shadow, assist me!
Yes, sir, Commander.
Cobra!
This will be of use.
So Storm Shadow, of course, is good with a sword, but you gotta get close to the enemies. guy didn't even turn around. His ultimate's already there. It's tough because you gotta be near someone, I think, for it to be any good. I don't know, I didn't have much success with it when I was using it previously. There are other weapons you can pick up. You notice on the reload, you're supposed to stop it right there in the middle. Maybe just a faster reload. I've collected some of the stuff, as I mentioned earlier, so I don't know how many you'll see, but the collectibles, they're not that hard to spot. They're glowing orange. There's probably one or two still in this level. I think I collected more of them when I was playing on the Xbox One.
All AA batteries are still functional and covering the evacuation.
Defend those batteries at all costs. I'll hold it.
Oh, must I do everything myself? Storm Shadow, with me, now!
At once, Commander!
And I'm missing quite a few. Not that hard to hit, but I don't know if it matters. I never failed at these. There's a bunch of them too. I did at least 2 more sequences like that. I've played this level 4 times already, so I should be familiar with it. It's like... I played on Xbox One. I guess this is... 4th time on PS4? I don't know, I didn't like the videos, I keep remaking them. I think there's a collectible over here that I missed. Yeah, there it is. You can see it floating there. It's a heroic skin. I think it's for a specific weapon. Considering every character has 2 weapons, there must be 24 skins to find. Or more than that, because each weapon has multiple skins you can unlock, so there's a lot of stuff. But actually, I think the skins are only for the primary weapons, maybe, but another 3 or 4 for Cobra Commander's weapon, maybe all of them. Yeah, Cobra Commander is good. I'm gonna switch to him for later in the level. Okay, now I'm missing everything. Sometimes you blast through all of them really quick.
Evacuate the premises. This is not a drill. Women and children first.
Where these G.I. Joe robots look like Cobra soldiers, right? I mean, they made them blue. I don't understand. You know Cobra uses black for the bats, but I think I would have gone with a green of some kind, a shade of green for these guys. or anything other than blue, because sometimes at a glance I think it's Cobra Commander standing next to me when they're really close. Duke's gonna come in again.
I never thought I'd see your face around here, Cobra Commander.
Pops up constantly.
No matter. Mainframe, time to speed up this battalion initiative of yours.
Try this ultimate. I'm gonna hit him. I guess I got him.
You got away with it this time, Cobra Commander.
So you don't need to get his health bar down, because he just runs away, and he'll come back again,
Follow me, sir.
and I
We
think
must move.
again.
We need to destroy the ship's generator.
Not sure you even need to do this one, but I'll do it again. See some G.I. Joe Persuader tanks here. That's what these are.
According to the plan, the generator is right this way.
Yes! This ship will soon be mine.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to Cobra Commander right when we get up here. As soon as it says objective complete, checkpoint.
Here it is! A ship's heart! Kneel before Cobra!
This spot here is like a capture point. You gotta stay in the circle while you wait for something to the percentage to reach 100.
Here it is! A ship's heart! My nanites can disable this console without damaging the reactor.
Ingenious, sir.
Only problem is like, this weapon doesn't have a very big clip. I tend to shoot like crazy. I go through the clip so fast.
Ready for Cobra's power? My nanites still need time to act. Defend them while they do my bidding.
Yes, sir, Commander.
Yes! Bring me more ammo.
Freeze,
Oh, look who's back.
reptile.
You again? Ah, it doesn't matter.
Duke, hold them while we finish evacuating everyone. I have several reports that Cobra is capturing Joe.
Come to me! This is mine.
Oops, I'm shooting. Storm Shadow. Okay.
Time to strike! What are you doing here? What are you trying to accomplish?
Status report. All lower
And he
holds
runs
currently
away.
under Cobra's control.
There is a collectible right there. If I hadn't grabbed it, it would be one. They're hard to miss, some of them, but
Here it
the levels aren't
quickly now.
very wide
Plant the
open, you know.
uplink device.
So
Security here is tight.
I don't think they're too hard to find if you go looking for them.
What are you waiting for? Hack it already!
If I hack it, the Joes can just hack it back, Commander. We need a more permanent solution.
I keep moving. I don't know if it pays to stand behind things because then they get close to you. But they are burning through my shield suddenly. And the next level, it's a bit of a pain. Mostly, I don't know. It's just not a great level, I don't think. In part because of the characters, I think.
Ready for Cobra's power?
But, you know, from what I've seen, it's not a bad game. I think, you know, we didn't really know what to expect, or I didn't, because, you know, it didn't have a lot of development time, this game. It's less than a year, as far as I know. The lead developer is IguanaBee. Fair Play Labs also working on it. But IguanaBee's a small developer. This is only its third game. It's nothing like the first two it put out.
Finished.
Its second game came out in November 2019.
Will soon be mine.
So less than a year before this. I don't think it could have been working on two games at once, so I assume development for this game started the same year it released, which would be, you know, be early 2020. Game released October 13th, 2020.
This isn't over, Cobra!
Your tenacity is commendable, soldier. Too bad it's just my energy. All your troops belong to us now.
Come on, snake breath! Joe!
Bring me more ammo. Bring me more ammo.
Time to strike!
And so it begins. Cobra, capture any survivors. This ship is now mine.
So yeah, it's a... Well, here comes a cutscene. Maybe I should stop talking.
Once Cobra activated the Blackout sphere, it knocked out all electrical equipment throughout the globe. Only Cobra's own assets, equipped with special Blackout drives, were immune to its effect. With little effort, on what came to be known as C-Day, Cobra forces defeated the G.I. Joe strike team sent to engage them across the globe. With G.I. Joe fractured, the world powers soon found themselves unable to stand against Cobra.
Our newly captured observatories confirmed the intelligence we stole from NASA last year. There is no reason to move up the timetable on our operation.
Excellent, Doctor. We timed our strike perfectly. Destro, I hope you have similar good news about the remaining global resistance.
The world powers have neither the strength nor the will to interfere with our plans. We can move our forces about with impunity. Once...
What I want to know is where we are with finishing off the last of G.I. Joe!
We have captured a good deal of their forces, and with the few that are left, we highly doubt they will offer us much trouble.
We engaged G.I. Joe stragglers in Japan, but have yet to locate their base of operations.
Silence, fools! Destro, why are you letting these pawns speak on your power? You promised me the Joes would be crushed in one swift swoop after the Blackout sphere was initiated. So why am I still hearing about resistance in Japan, one of the key areas of our operation?
I assure you, Cobra Commander, we're on the verge of...
Your excuses are as empty as your promises. If I don't hear a solution, the Cobra flag won't be the only thing hanging from this building.
Boys. You're thinking about this the wrong way.
And how do you expect to find them, Baroness?
Find them? No, my dear Commander. They will come to us.
You know, when Cobra Commander was talking, he spews out another line at the same time. Like when you'd hear during the action. I think it's a bug, because I've heard it every single time. So, first I thought it's just a brief bug, but then you hear it every time. It must be, you know, not just a glitch while you're playing. It's a permanent bug. Alright, so here, cycle through some of those character skins. That's her Arctic outfit. And Roadblock has a silly chef one. I don't know if I have a preference. I struggle with both these characters, really. Lady J is really a shotgun user. Then Roadblock has this electrical beam, which I guess is good for fighting robots, but it's not what you'd expect. And he's very slow, of course. His dodge is a pain too. It's more like run forward or turn around and run away. I'll start with Roadblock and then I'll switch.
Oh yeah!
Mainframe, you survived.
Who else is here?
It's just us. We thought the two of you had been captured like everyone else. Or worse.
I knew that if anyone was left, then they would have followed Freedom Protocol and fallen back to here. So I stole a Cobra Rattler and moved from outpost to outpost, trying to keep one step ahead of Cobra. I was in Japan when I got a distress signal from Scarlet and picked her up.
What happened to the rest of your team? Where's Snake Eyes? I was with Snake Eyes in the mountains when our team was ambushed by Cobra.
How did the two of you get here? You were part of the Death Valley team, right?
Yeah, we were. When C-Day hit, Lady J and I were in the desert.
I was saying all the way back before multiple cutscenes, I didn't know what to expect from this game, because GameMill's the publisher.
So, how many Cobras are we talking about?
Hard to tell. Our
No,
tip spoke
they're
of a
gonna
small
talk now,
force, more of a recon team.
With the lack of signs, I say that's about right.
Backstop, we're gonna explore the plateau. Check for any signs of Cobra.
Righto, Sergeant. If I follow the river, I can loop around to the refinery down east.
It's the guy that drives the
Report if you see
Persuader.
anything out of place. We'll see you at the top.
So, did this tip of yours say anything else? Awfully suspicious of them.
With all the Cobra sightings? Yeah, I also suspect a trap.
All I'm saying is, can we afford to spread so thin like that with just rumors? Practically everyone is on the field right now.
Look, I know how you feel. I feel the same. But just to retort to your question, can we afford to ignore Cobra?
Touché, big man.
Alright, back to what I was saying.
Oh, yeah.
It's game from GameMill. It's MSRP is $39.99. Oh, it's more or less a budget game, which is, you know, I talked about GameMill before. I played at least one of its games on this channel, Nickelodeon Kart Racers, which just got a sequel, and that game has no voice acting despite all the cartoon characters, so I think it's one of the highest budget games for GameMill. Yeah, losing the shields. I'm gonna run away. So yeah, as a G.I. Joe fan, this isn't, you know, exactly what I wanted. If you read the blog years ago when I posted about G.I. Joe games and what I'd love to have, like something like a Metal Gear Solid 5 or a Rainbow Six style game, or even something like XCOM, because I love creating the characters in XCOM 2 and using them. But it's nice to have a G.I. Joe game, and it has voice acting. God, I gotta stop hitting. Are you hitting that to like roll out of the way? But he doesn't roll, so. Oh man, I lost my shield. I mean, it plays fine. It's just wave after wave, as I think I said earlier. No real tactics involved, except just try to not get hit. This character, I don't think either one of these characters is great for this part of the level. You're fighting uphill from a distance, and they use more short-range attacks. Like, I don't know how far this beam even goes. It's hard to tell. Maybe it goes as far as it needs to. These guys don't really miss that much either, so you can get knocked out pretty quick if you're not careful.
I'll be taking this.
Now here's a checkpoint. I think I'll go to the next one before switching.
I'm all ears.
We have several bogies coming in hot. They're coming in from... Damn! I just lost all power. Some kind of EMP. But it looked bad. The whole screen was red. The engine's dead. Lost all power. I think I can fix it. They were coming from the plateau and from the river up north. From what I saw, we don't want to be here when they come.
We'll be sitting ducks.
Lady J, you're with me. Backstop. Get on, restore that power. Pronto.
On it. Give me 10 minutes. I'll pick you up ASAP.
Alright, this is where I was going to switch characters, I guess. I think it was a checkpoint. I don't know if I need to open the door first. There we go. Let me switch here.
Ready for deployment.
Her spare does not do what you think it will do. Her javelin or whatever it is. It's you know, she throws them as explosives in the cartoon, but here
They have all sorts of equipment spread around.
it's just
We'll worry about that later.
stick it in the ground and make an electrical field for enemies to walk through and get hurt. And a more powerful gun doesn't have much ammo either.
Phew! I can use this.
It gets around it pretty easily because they drop in. And then these things flying are annoying. You can't roll non-stop, you gotta wait. Too, so you can't just keep dodging. And this is just this part of the level. I don't know. It's my least favorite part of the game that I've experienced so far. You must fight more than 100 of these guys, it seems like. Really nothing over here except a collectible that I already got. Getting my shields back.
My spear is ready.
I'm missing a lot. Maybe it's your secondary weapon that doesn't have a lot of ammo. But it's much more powerful. You just can't carry more than 20 shots. Now I've yet to blow all those up. There's one over here. I don't know where the fourth is. The side objectives is what you gotta do to unlock those videos. Yeah, there's one more. This is pretty much the end of the level right there. You just have to stand at that building and defend for a long time. Baroness will show up, and then Destro will show up. Destro's a bit of a pain. Baroness isn't too bad. Just want to check if maybe there was another side objective thing over here. I don't think so. The collectible was up top of that. Must be back here somewhere. I just never really noticed it. Well, there is a side path over here. I don't know if you can go up. The enemies come out of it later. See if they let you go up here. Oh, and there it is. Look at that. Yeah, I never went up here. Can't get up. Yeah. I guess I could have seen it from up there too. Oh, they're coming in here. Yeah. Alright, let's trigger this, get this going.
We'll be sandwiched if we stay here.
And let's prepare a warm welcome for our guest.
There's actually a new Transformers game out the same month as this. Different publisher though. That one's Outright Games, who very similar publisher, largely focuses on licensed games. I've played its games as well. It's the publisher of Paw Patrol, which is also getting a sequel very soon. Transformers, also by, I guess what you'd call an indie developer. So these companies are hiring, I guess we'd say, like, looking for a new perspective, I guess, on games, rather than hiring the same developers that would normally churn out all these licensed games. Which, from my experience playing this, I'd say is a good idea.
It keeps shutting down.
And we'll just have to manually restart them.
I guess I was talking about IguanaBee earlier. I didn't say what its other games were, I don't think. Its first game was a side-scrolling Vita game. I never played it, but based on the trailer, it looks rather unusual and absolutely nothing like this. And its second game, like a PC game, 4-player, I believe, isometric brawler type game. So yeah, this is definitely its first shooter. Alright, well here we go, wave after wave of enemies. Which is largely what the whole game probably is, but just having to defend this point for as long as is required is a bit of a pain. I should probably take cover somewhere if I can. With the turrets, hopefully take some out. These flying things are annoying. Yeah, I run out of ammo.
I can use this. Phew. I can use this. I can't reach the pit, and it's way past time for our report.
Yeah, I know. Earlier I was trying with the Flagg. Something definitely happened.
I had hoped to play an older G.I. Joe game before this one, but the two I have, unfortunately,
What are you doing here?
have issues. Here's Baroness.
It doesn't really matter. You won't be leaving.
Look alive!
Get them bunch. I thought I'd get a whole bunch of them. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah, I'm gonna use my ultimate, which I forgot about.
You are gonna be that rude.
Yeah, took her down pretty quick. Destro's the pain.
Out of ammo! Don't let them surround us! My spear is ready!
Yeah, the two G.I. Joe games I own. One is Atari 2600 game. Fortunately, my system it just doesn't output clearly. It's a mess, so I can't record anything on that right now.
Is this the last one? This is getting tiring.
Alright, let's get this over with.
That game's not very good though, as far as being a G.I. Joe game. Come on, Roadblock, shoot him! Roadblock's not doing anything. Right there, he's just chasing me.
When they
Yeah,
asked
here's
me to dig
Destro.
up relics from the past, I didn't expect your kind, Joes. Fitting that this becomes
Yeah, the Atari
your
game
grave.
from Parker Brothers is like many old games. It's just very generic. Although it's called G.I. Joe, it's just a giant snake shooting down at soldiers running across the bottom of the screen that you use turrets to defend. The only unique thing is you could play 3-player. It's 2 with paddles and 1 with a joystick.
Together we win!
Face me!
This is actually the best I've ever done on this level. I'll say I haven't even come close to losing, and then I'll probably do bad. Keeps getting in my face.
Face me! I'll be back.
Oh wow, Roblox got him. Yeah, I'm actually doing just fine this time. Sometimes I just absolutely stink at this level. Now we can get out of here once they tell me
My
I
spear
can.
is ready!
Just need to clean up a bit here, these enemies.
Out of ammo!
And I'll play the next level. It's fairly short. Okay, now they're suddenly overwhelming me.
I can use this.
That's it. I managed to reroute the artillery battery of my Persuader, bypassing the central...
So can we go now?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm on my way.
What? Leaving so soon?
And we still have some catching to do.
I don't think you can take fall damage in this game. I've jumped pretty far down. There's still some enemies up here.
I can use this.
You think you're gonna drive this, but then the
What
next
could have
level,
happened? Where should we go?
of course, you
Right
swap
now we
back
need
to
lose
Cobra.
these two, but it ain't over at this place. Something tells me there's more here than meets the eye.
More than meets the eye. A little Transformers reference, perhaps. Yes, then you become Destro and Baroness giving chase.
Everything is moving forward as planned. Cobra will finally take its place as the rulers of the world.
Cobra Commander will be very pleased.
Yes, how very wonderful for our commander to be able to reap such benefits from our hard work.
Do not fret, my love. We all know where the real power of Cobra lies. It won't be long before everyone else does too.
So the other game I wanted to play was the Commodore 64 game. That's the one I really wanted to play, but fortunately it will not load. It's that awful
I can't believe you let them escape.
grinding noise you get from the disk drive.
Darling, we let them
If you're familiar with the Commodore,
You were there too.
just
Be
makes
that as it may,
that awful
we
grind.
cannot let them escape.
It won't load, I guess. I let it sit for a bit, but man, that noise is awful. The front side loads and you can pick a character. It has 16 playable characters in that. It's like a one-on-one shootout, and then a little vehicle section after that. It was a pretty cool game for the 80s. It may have been the first G.I. Joe game. It was from Epix. Yeah, landmines. I don't know what this is supposed to be, some kind of his tank? I mean, it doesn't look like the old one, but I'm not familiar with everything beyond the 80s, so little tutorial messages get in the way of it.
It's imperative that we catch them, Lord. We cannot allow them to speak of what they saw.
And what exactly did they see? Hardly a hint of the plan of what's to come.
Be that as it may, even the smallest of Joe's forces can be a pain to deal with. And we should leave out of the equation these types of variables. Especially now with what's at stake. Now, step on it.
getting my butt kicked. Got my health back. There is like a boss vehicle to fight, but it doesn't do much. It's just sits above you shooting down. It's also a vehicle I'm not familiar with.
Blasted persuader! I never seem to be able to catch them.
But oh, how you tried.
Did I ever tell you about that time?
Russia? Yes, darling, 1,000 times. Just focus on catching them. That engine tends to overheat and now must be melting.
Yeah, the Eagle Hawk. I don't know what this is. It's a helicopter, but don't know it as a toy. Yeah, it might beat me. Drop some more health. It looks a little like the Tomahawk, I suppose. Yeah. I don't want to redo this. Ah, it got me. Ah, sorry, gonna redo this. Probably should have looked. I may have even had another ultimate. I could have finished it off. I'm not sure how you dodge that, how it missed. Missed the dropped health. Pretty important to get, I think. Well, this time I got through it pretty quick, it looks like. Yeah, much easier that time for some reason.
Luck they always seem to have.
What do you suggest we do now?
It's getting late. We have far more important things to do.
Agreed. We chased them far enough.
Alright, I'll just start the next level so you can see sci-fi. And there he is. You look at his stats, they're not very good. Yeah, he has high firepower with one weapon, but everything else stinks. Everything's 1 to 2 bars there.
Okie dokie.
Of course, it's just Lady J again as the partner.
Strange thing was, once Cobra thought they had crushed our team, they didn't withdraw. They set up some sort of excavation site. Last we saw, they were hauling a bunch of clay tablets out of the ground.
What do you think that's about? I mean, that can't be good, right?
We don't have the luxury of time to worry about that. Before we were attacked, we intercepted information about a Cobra prison facility in Austria. It's where they're keeping the majority of our friends. We have to get there and rescue them.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
DNA scan approved. Mainframe transmitting message.
If this is being played, then at least a few of us got out on C-Day. I'm all that's left of the Arctic team. Snow job, wind chill, blizzard, whiteout, all captured. Lifeline was with me for a while, but he went scavenging for supplies and never came back. I've managed to steal a few of these. I don't know what they are, but Cobra has various sizes of them in all their electronic equipment. I think it's why their assets are still operational. I'm using a few to power my suit and drones. Cobra is up to something here. They set up drills and excavating equipment. They're looking for something, and based on some recent radio chatter, I think they just found it. I'm going to attempt to stop them. I'll do it alone if I have to. But if anyone else can get here, I wouldn't mind the help.
The date, it's tomorrow. Sci-Fi can't do this alone. We have to take the Rattlers and meet up with him.
I want to help Sci-Fi too, but there are only 4 of us.
We can't just let him fight alone.
I agree. But we also can't let our other teammates rot in a Cobra prison. Fortunately, we have 2 Rattlers. Mainframe Scarlet and I could go to the Cobra base, while you find Sci-Fi.
I don't think that's a good idea. If we split up...
No. Roadblock is right.
But... Okay, I'm on board too. Let's move out.
So the 3 of them took a Rattler elsewhere. I didn't think a Rattler could hold more than 2 characters. 2 people. Pretty sure it just has the cockpit and then the gunner seat in back. Anyway, yeah, I think that Sci-Fi was chosen for the game just so that, you know, there'd be someone with futuristic equipment.
What exactly is this thing they're keeping here?
Someone that would make sense to have futuristic
whatever it may
equipment.
be, it's important. The levels of security in place? We may as well be trying to enter Cobra HQ.
You do know it sounds like a trap, right?
Well, the way things are, can we afford to pass on this opportunity?
Yeah, I've heard that one before. Didn't end well.
You know, as we dodge, he drops a shield. And his weapon is a bit slow, even though it's powerful. It is slow. I think you can go through multiple enemies too. Then you gotta reload after 3 shots, so it's a bit of a pain.
Oh, nice. I need this. Batteries charged.
They're still fighting
nice.
robots.
I need this.
I assume that's all you fight the whole game are robots. Just probably because it's too violent to fight people. Maybe. I don't know if Hasbro has a say in it. Like, here, don't shoot people in this game. Just shoot robots. I mean, when you fight the boss battles, the guys just go down to their knee. They don't, you know, they don't die.
So, we infiltrate, take the asset, and quickly extract.
Not even close. We would need an army just to knock on the door.
It's a good long-range weapon, I guess. It's like kind of like a sniper rifle in a way.
See those towers? I reckon I can access the base's mainframe from one of them. Shut the whole system down, and it's just a quick grab, a skip, and a lift away. There's gotta be a console or access point around.
Let's see what his ultimate is. I'm not even sure.
Go fetch!
Yeah, he sends out a drone. What's he doing? I think it's attacking. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I guess it's shooting them. Oh, Cobra tank. Alright, so I'm gonna stop the video here. Thanks for watching.